Good morning, and welcome to the Rise and Grind Mastermind call. This call goes on every morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And if you're listening to this out on SoundCloud, tune in to our live calls, like I said, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The phone number that you would dial in on is 641-715-0700, and the access code is 143741#. Check us out on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. But the reason for this call, if you're listening to this call for the first time, this is a mastermind call. And our motto of this call is start your day with a vision. This call was created on September 8th, 2016. And the reason why we created this call is because no individual has sufficient experience, education, native ability, and knowledge to ensure the accumulation of a great fortune without the cooperation of other people. Now, the concept of the Mastermind Group was formally introduced by Napoleon Hill in the early 1900s in his timeless classic, Think and Grow Rich. Now, he wrote about the mastermind principle as the coordination of knowledge, effort of two or more people who work toward a definite purpose in the spirit of harmony. And he continues to say that no two minds can ever come together without thereby creating a third invisible, tangible force, which may be likened to a third mind. So when we do these mastermind calls, these topics come up to help each other. We share these calls on SoundCloud. We record all of them on SoundCloud, and we share them with our friends and family, and we come up with some great topics that could help each other. So these calls are not just me. By the way, I'm Timeka Williams. I'm the host of the call today. And the topic of this call today is, what are you worth? Take 2 seconds to think about, what are you worth? This is very important. Now, you can learn something from everything you've been through, whether it's good or whether it's bad. Think about, for example, everything good that you've been through. It made you the person that you are today. That helps with your happiness. That helps with your personality. That's why your spirit is the way it is. But also, think about all the bad things that you've been through. Did you learn anything from it? Did you gain wisdom? Were you able to learn from your mistakes? So everything that we do in life, think about the what. What did I go through exactly? How did I get to that point? Why is it I went through what I went through? When did I go through it? Was it a matter of time that if I did it then and if I were to do it now, I would have a different outcome? And think about the most important thing. How did you overcome the situation? The reason why we start these calls off, and our motto is start your day with a vision, is because every day we know that as a mastermind group, we need to renew our minds on a daily basis. Drifting is when the enemy takes over your mind because you don't have a set purpose for what you're doing. You don't have a vision. You're not motivated. You're not inspired. You're not encouraged. So today, we need to take the time to renew our minds. The reason why people get on these calls is for morning motivation, because typically you have the mindset the way you start off your day, that is the way that your day is going to go. Now, we all know successful people, whether you're employed, self-employed, educated. We know people who are successful, and that has something to do with our topic. What are you worth? Now, realize that there are certain people praying for you to come into their life. And no matter whether you have a service, and because we are on this call for the purpose of being successful. So whether there's a service that you provide, a product that you sell, or you work for a company, we all know in life God works through people. God sends people to buy products and services to get what you provide to make you a successful person. So we know that we need people. And a lot of people say, well, I don't have anyone who's successful in my circle. I don't know any successful people. We all know successful people. Success isn't just driven from a point of money, because what you have now, you have not always had it. And what you're going to have in the future, you may not have now. So look at successful people. Yes, you can be successful because you're employed. Yes, you can be a small business owner. And just because you're not a multimillionaire or a billionaire, yes, you're considered successful. You can be considered successful. And yes, just because you graduated high school, that is a major accomplishment that you can be considered successful. Look at everyone that you start to come in contact with as if they're already a millionaire. They're already ready to buy that product or that service or whatever it is that you provide. Because we're talking about what are you worth. And if you see yourself as worthy, it's important to see everyone that you come in contact with as they're worth a lot. They're valuable to you. And it's important. I'm going to go in further why we need to look at people that way. Now, every day we notice new opportunities. Anything can be improved. I was talking to someone the other day, and we were talking about, oh, my gosh, if you look at Elance, Fiverr, Freelancer, these different websites where there's so many ways to get paid. And a lot of these things that are on Freelancer and that we pay people to do, these are general, specialized, skills that all of us have. We may not want to do them per se, but like we wrote papers in high school, in middle school. We've wrote papers in college. We've done advertising on Facebook. We may not realize, but a lot of us already have these skills. But what they've done is made these skills a more specialized knowledge. So you can go on to Fiverr and pay someone $5, $10, $20, $30 to create you a logo. And you can easily go to Office Max or Staples and get a logo program. You can ask someone to edit your typos out of a paper that you wrote, and you can pay them a significant amount of money for that. It's like it's so many ways in today's society to make money. And just look around you. It's just like the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. Look around you. Look at your ink pen, for example. Think about the past. How has this been improved in the past? Or how has this technology improved so much that we need to take something away from it to make it work like it used to work? Can we add a smell aspect to it? Can the ink be scented? How in 40 years, how do you visualize us writing? It's like everything around you, from your couch to your lamp, the chair that you sit in, the cup that you hold. Think about it. Everything can be improved. So every day we notice new opportunities. Anything can be improved. Now, you can accomplish any goal you set for yourself. Just think about it. We have the law of attraction. Like we said, start your day with a vision. The Bible says a man is as he thinketh. Our thoughts become things. We are linked to everyone within our universe. We are coexisting with one another, and positive thoughts bring positive things. It's very important that we understand this concept. God's will for our life. Understand that our will needs to coincide with our purpose, and our will, our purpose, needs to coincide with God's will. Because understand that when God created us, when he formulated man in his image, he already had a plan for each individual on this earth. Each individual on this earth. So find out what your plan is. Make sure you're on track. Make sure you're on course. Make sure you're moving in the right direction and you're not straying. If there's something bothering you in the way that you're living your life, make sure you get back on track. Find out what God's will is for your life, why you're here, and find this out and help renew your mind every day by making God's will for your life and your purpose align with whatever it is that you're doing. Now, just think about it. There are opportunities hidden for us in plain sight. We may think it's so hard to make money at times. We may think that we're not using our creative brain. But like I said, when I gave the example of look at your couch, look at the ink pen, look at the cup that you drink out of, look at the way the flooring is made. Opportunities are in plain sight. Now, I'm going to get to what this has to do with your worth. What fascinates you about life? What fascinates you about life? What in life makes you smile, makes you laugh? Think about it. What makes you smile? What makes you laugh? What is your passion? What is your talent? What do you value? What is your destiny? Now, we're talking about worth because a lot of people feel like, I want to be a millionaire. But what is your current net worth? What is your current net worth now? Are you an effective money manager? Have you effectively wrote out all your bills? Know how much money you have coming in? Know how much money you have going out? And just take the time. See yourself and visualize yourself as a millionaire now. What's your net worth? How much is the house that you live in? How much does it cost? Because are you worth $1 million? Are you making $1 million? Because just think about it. Some people who have aspects and dreams to make $1 million this year, a lot of people envision living in $1 million house. Now, it doesn't make any sense to say, hey, I want to make $1 million this year, but you want to go get a mortgage payment that comes up to, you want your house to be valued at $1 million. You want to drive an expensive car. You want to enjoy the luxuries of life where $1 million won't sufficiently satisfy you. So then you realize I'm in debt at $1 million. I need to make $2 million. Then the lifestyle choices once again goes up to a $2 million lifestyle, but you're only bringing in $2 million. So when is enough is enough? Find out what you are worth right now today. If you want that value in your life, do you have two eyes? How much would you sell one of your eyes for? Would you sell one of your eyes for $1 million? Or are you priceless? Do you have two arms? Would you sell one of your arms for $5 million? Do you have two legs? Would you sell one of your legs for $1 billion? It's important for us to look at what God has given us to this day and operate in the spirit of gratitude. Operate in the spirit of humility. Operate in the spirit of humbleness. Understand that no matter what your purpose is on this earth, whatever God's will is for you on this earth, it is not to only benefit you. We are here to take care of each other. Think of everything that you've been through in life, good, bad. Think about where you were. Who all was affected? 9 times out of 10, it wasn't just you. It involved other people. It involved someone else. There was a learning experience to be learned out of it. So think about things like this. We are not here just to affect ourselves. Now, what do you currently value? What in life is so valuable to you? What is it? Just think about it. What is so valuable to you that you won't give it up? Is your life valuable? Is your children's life valuable? Can God use you to bless someone else? There was a question I heard someone say, why are you looking for someone to come along and bless you when God can't use you to bless someone else? That's a selfish tactic. So just think about that. Would you sell your faith for $1 million? Would you sell what you believe in for $1 million? So I'll go ahead and wrap up this call now. And I want to thank y'all for listening. Make sure you start your day